What's your name, sir, again? I'm sorry. I had to turn that music down.
That's all right. It's Detective Chan. I'm from Tucson Police Department, Office of Professional Standards.
Oh, okay. Yes, I left a message earlier.
I got your voicemail. That's what I was calling you about. And I understand you'd like to make a complaint, correct?
Yes, I was falsely arrested at my workplace. I worked for a government contractor, performer. I'm sorry.
Sir, I did get to hear the voicemail. I have to kind of do some housekeeping in order to take a complaint to the person.
Okay.
I would ask you, is your name?
It's Steven with a V, Steven, and the last name is Jolinski.
Okay. Steven and then Jolinski.
That's correct.
Okay, what's your birthday, sir?
April 5th, 1966.
April 5, 1966?
That's correct.
Okay. And what is home address for you, sir?
The mailing address is 2425 North Haskell, Haskell Drive, apartment 1103, Tucson, Arizona 85716.
Okay, I've got 2425 North Haskell, Haskell Drive, number 1103, 85716.
That's correct.
Okay, that's your mailing address. Do you live at a different address?
I'm staying at a hotel right now.
Okay, where's that?
I just as soon as just leave that private for right now.
Okay, sure, that's fine. And is this the best phone number for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is this a cell phone?
Yes.
All right, do you have any other phone numbers or addresses you'd like to share?
No, I don't.
What's your email address, sir?
It's like the state, Kansas, KANSAS, and then city, CITY, then computers, COMPUTERS, Kansas City Computers 45 at gmail.com.
Okay. Are you currently employed with somewhere?
I was, but now I'm unemployed thanks to the Tucson Police Department.
Okay. And I did hear that you lost the job. So the next question that I have, these are standard questions that I ask kind of as housekeeping when I'm taking complaints from any person who calls in, is for what you're complaining about, are you the listed suspect or arrestee? Do you have any kind of pending?
I do actually, yes.
Do you have a possible pending court?
I do, yes.
Okay. And so what we typically do when someone has court pending is what I'll do is I'll document this. I'll document our contact that we spoke about this. I'll put your voicemail in there that you left and our conversation here. And I'll send you an OPS number. Hold on, let me take a look real quick. I can hold on, I have the OPS number right now.
Well, the officer
will document it with an OPS number.
Okay.
And then what you do is when your court is adjudicated, whether you're responsible.
I'm not worried about the court. It'll probably be dropped way before then. It's just trumped up charges by the city official. I filed.
So, sir, when the charges are dropped, like you're talking about, or whatever be the case, whatever adjudication.
So you're not going to investigate this then, correct? That's what it sounds like. I've already contacted the FBI.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
I've already contacted the FBI. I'd like to try to file a complaint, but I need to get this looked into as soon as possible. These people cost me my job. They initiated false charges against me. The city official used these police in order to carry out their agenda, and I've got complete proof of that. And
I understand that, sir, and I did listen to your voicemail as well.
Okay.
So what the documentation shows is that you did contact our office and then as soon as your case is adjudicated, you can call us back. You make the complaint. We investigate the complaint. Here's the issue: if I start investigating now and I interview you about this, here's what I need you to understand. And this is why we typically document this as a contact to show that indeed you did call. It's official. It's official. You contacted us, and then we have you call back after your court is over. It's because everything that you say to me, it can get used against you. And
I'm not afraid of anything. I'm totally confident.
What's that?
You could use whatever I say against me. You won't prevail.
And that's not my intent, because actually at the Office of Professional Standards, we are here to help.
These people need to be taken off the street, sir, and the court case doesn't come to court until July of next year. And in the meantime, these dangerous people are victimizing the citizens here in Tucson, Arizona.
Well, I'm not telling you I'm not willing to take a complaint if you want. What I'm telling you is that our job at the Office of Professional Standards is actually to try to resolve the issue and complaint for you. What we don't want to do.
I believe the police also stole $3,500 of cash out of my apartment. They gained illegal entry by forcing their way into my apartment. I'm missing $3,500 cash.
Sir, what I'm trying to say is we are here to help you resolve complaints. What I do not.
And I have this on video. I have this on video, and I'm going to give it to the TV stations. That's what I'm going to do.
And that is your right, sir. What I'm saying is what I don't want to end up doing is causing you more problems by having you give a statement that then can be used against you in court. If that's something that you want to do, I'll take your complaint today.
Okay, yes.
I need you to be aware that it can be used against you in court, because I don't want.
I don't have anything. I'm not a criminal. I don't have any type of violent record or anything. Yes, I'd like to try to go ahead and take my complaint today.
Okay. As long as you are completely aware that your statement can be used against you in court, I'll take your complaint today.
Okay, I'm aware of that.
Okay. Let me ask you to hold on just one moment, okay?
Okay. Yes, I am.
Okay, so it sounds to me, from what I've heard so far, like this is a first-party complaint. You're actually complaining for yourself, not for someone else, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I am required to read this warning to everyone who calls in to make a complaint to our office. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Pursuant to Section 13-2907.01, Arizona Revised Statutes, it is a Class 1 misdemeanor to knowingly make to a law enforcement agency a false, fraudulent, or unfounded report or statement, or to knowingly misrepresent a fact for the purpose of interfering with the orderly operation of a law enforcement agency or misleading a peace officer. Do you understand the warning, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions about it?
Not at this time.
Okay. Knowing that you have pending court that your statement can be used against you, and hearing that warning and understanding it, let me start with what I heard on your voicemail. I took some pretty good notes.
Okay.
And so I'm going to ask you a few questions about that, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first thing is, I know you have on video an illegal entry where police broke into your apartment with no warrant. So, do you happen to have a case number for that?
Case number for what now exactly?
Did the police generate any case number? Did they write any report about breaking into your apartment?
No, they didn't.
Okay, so you have no case number.
No, sir.
Okay. Are you able to send that video to me if I send you a link right now?
I have to transfer the video to different devices. I'm not prepared to do it just yet. You can send a link, and that way I'll be ready after I process the video and so forth, and take it off other devices.
Okay, let's do that right now. How long would you expect that to take you? These links do expire, after a certain period of time.
It's going to take at least a few hours, I would think.
Okay, so later this evening you send it.
I'm going to try to, or maybe first thing in the morning.
All right. Well, let me get this together and send you a link.
Then also I've got video of the locksmith that I hired to replace the locks.
You had a video of the locksmith?
Yeah, I had to replace the locks. I was locked out of the unit, and
You can send me whatever you think is relevant. I don't know offhand that I would need a video of the locksmith unless you're saying that somehow.
Well, I took video of the broken door lock, and it was like damaged, and you could see that there's forced entry, and then there's metal shavings and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. If you wanted to show me that there was damage and forced entry, that would be good.
Okay.
So I'm getting this together right now. Hold on just a second.
And also, I received threats against my person that I would.
Before we get into your complaints,
okay.
I'm trying to send you out this link. I kind of have to take things one thing at a time, or I get lost.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I knew that you had a threat because I listened to your whole voicemail. So give me just a minute here.
Okay, so I'm kind of angry. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. As far as it makes sense that you would be angry for all these things.
Well, I apologize.
In order for me to process this well, let's take it one step at a time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Hold on. Okay, do you have a pen?
Let me open the screen on my computer real quick. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to give you your Office of Professional Standards case number. OPS 22.
I'm sorry, OPS
22-0469.
Okay.
And do you want me to send this link to your email or to your text message? What's going to be easier for you?
You can send it to both if that's okay.
I have to send two different links if I'm going to do that. Which one do you think you're going to be using?
You can send it to my email. I'm in front of the computer right now. It's the Kansas City Computers 45@gmail.
I would say if that doesn't work, you can recontact me and I can send you one to text message. But you really only need to send it through one link. Okay. Otherwise, I'll end up getting duplicates of what you sent.
Okay.
All right, I've got Kansas City Computer45@gmail.com. What's your middle name, sir?
My middle name?
Yes, sir.
Did you ask my middle name?
Yes, sir.
It's Joseph, Joseph.
Okay. Last name Jolinski. And I've got your date of birth is April 5, 1966. Okay. I just sent you an invite, a link. Can you check your email and just make sure you got that?
Okay. Let me go ahead and I'll check right now.
Okay, now before you actually send anything on the link, and I know that's going to be a few hours, I just want to make sure you know, once you send things on the link, that link is closed. So you can't like send one thing and then wait the next day and send another thing. If you have 2 or 3 different things to send me, just put them all on the link at one time and send them over.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Okay, so let me go on. I know you have no case number, but you do have video of the police breaking into your apartment. So with no warrant. Let me ask you this: what was the date of that break-in?
The date, I have to look at the video to get that date. I know what exactly date it was. It was the same day I was arrested at work. It's December 14th of 2022.
Okay, so we're just talking less than a couple weeks ago.
Just 8 days ago, I guess.
Okay, all right. And about what time did they break into your apartment?
Let's see. I'm not looking at the details of the video just this second, but I would have to approximate maybe like 10:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m.
Okay, approximately 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. All right, and was this the 2425 North Haskell Drive, or was it somewhere else so I can try to locate?
That's one address. That's the address I live at, the 2425 North Haskell apartment.
Is that the one that they broke into? I'm trying to locate where they broke into.
That's correct. That's the address.
Okay. Okay. And you had said this was at the behest of a corrupt city official. What's the name of that city official?
Actually, it's several. It's like at least, let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 corrupt city officials. I don't know any of them, and I've never met any of them in person. The only ones I've ever talked to was by telephone. His name is Jeffrey Edward Chavez. Date of birth, August 20th, 1982. And then a woman by the name of Edna Duran, 11/18/1965.
Okay, I've got Jeffrey, Jeffrey, Edward Chavez, Chavez.
Correct.
Birthday 8/20/1982, and then I have Edna, Edna Duran, Duran. Birthday 11/18/1965. Is that correct?
November 18th, 1965.
Okay, that's what I've got there. November 18th, 1965. And who was the officer who broke into your house?
I don't have the names. It's just on video. I don't have the name.
Is it just one officer?
They said that a task force of 40 people responded to my apartment from witnesses' accounts.
Okay.
20 different patrol vehicles.
You're talking about 40 officers, and 40 officers, right? And you don't know their names?
That's correct. I wasn't physically here.
Is it Tucson Police Department?
Correct.
And was it the SWAT team?
I'm not quite sure if it was the SWAT team or what type of a team it was. I'm not sure about that, but it shows in the video that it's the Tucson Police Department.
Were they uniformed?
Yes, they were.
What did their uniforms look like?
It's the dark colored uniforms. I don't know whether it's dark and navy blue or is it black with the Tucson patch for the police patch.
Okay. Now, you said you're missing painkillers and diabetic medication. You believe some tools and $3,500 in cash.
Correct.
Okay, and when did that go missing?
went missing on sometime on December 14th of 2022.
Okay. Did it go missing after the officers broke in?
Yes, it went missing after my place was broken into.
Okay. Did you see who took it?
No, I didn't see who took it.
Is it on video who took it?
It's not on video who took it. It's just got video of them breaking in and.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's see. You said $3,500 in cash.
Correct.
What were the approximate denominations of that?
I think it was mostly big bills, hundreds and fifties, with some 20s in there, and some tens.
Yeah. Right. Now you said you were threatened by a city or by the police that was, I think, at the behest of a city official. Is that the same city officials you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that they were getting the police to force you out of the unit. And now is that the same incident that you're talking about when they, is that, what you mean is that they broke into your house and then arrested you there?
They didn't arrest me at my house. They arrested me at work. It was different officers that arrested me, not the. I don't believe it was the same officers or any of the same officers that were here at the 2425 North Haskell address.
That they arrested on the same day?
Yes, it was the same day.
Okay, and where did you used to work where they arrested you?
6730 South Tucson Boulevard.
Okay, 6730 South Tucson Boulevard. What's that business called?
VXI Global or International Global Solutions. It's a federal contractor for the United States government.
VXI, like David X-Ray Ida?
It's Victor X-Ray Ida.
Okay, Victor X-Ray Ida, gotcha. Okay, VXI International Global Solutions at 6730 South Tucson Boulevard. That's where you worked, and that's where they arrested you on December 14th?
Correct.
What did they do first, break into your house or arrest you?
I believe what happened first, they broke into my unit. That happened first. I can't be exactly clear. I believe that happened first.
Okay. What time did you get arrested?
Let's see. It was approximately like 11:50 a.m. on 12/14/2022.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's see here.
And I believe they must have somebody stalked me or something and followed me to my place of work, because there's no way that anybody knew where I work, because I don't communicate to anybody here at this property where I live. It's mostly all drug addicts here.
Okay. Hold on a second. All right. So you talked about that same city officials, right, were getting the police to threaten you. What was the threat?
They were okay. At what time now? It was like at different times that I was arrested at the workplace around 11:50, and then
Just whatever the threat was. What was the specific threat?
they threatened me.
What did they say?
Okay, I'll be trying to. I think it's on body camera. Actually, they were both wearing body camera. Officer Hunt and Officer Alexander. Officer Alexander seemed to be like a very young female rookie, I believe. Because Officer Hunt was advising her how to do different things, of how to pat people down and so forth, so she didn't appear to have too much experience as compared to him. It was Officer Hunt. He said that I would have to physically leave my unit apartment immediately, or otherwise I could come to some physical harm. And he didn't really elaborate as to what, but that I would have to, I'm effective immediately evicted. It's effective immediately. in his mind, is what he told me.
Okay, so he said if you didn't leave your unit immediately, you might come to physical harm?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Let me go back up. I took some notes on that. So, and you're saying that he did that based on the city officials were wanted him to do that?
Yes, I believe he was working in concert with the city officials in order to work the agenda that the city officials were trying to push, I guess.
What is your indication that this was prompted by the city officials and not just the police?
Because I filed federal complaints with the Office of Inspector General of HUD with illegal activity by this official and other people, and it's at least maybe, I don't know how many different complaints, maybe like 15 or 20 different complaints to the federal government.
Okay, I'm sorry, you filed federal complaints with who?
The Office of Inspector General with Housing and Urban Development in San Francisco, California.
Okay, hold on.
And I believe they're starting to look at my complaints because
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Make sure I get this down.
Okay.
I don't that fast. So you filed federal complaints with the Office of the Inspector General with Housing and Urban Development?
Correct.
And where was that? In California? And where?
I don't have the address in front of me just now, but it's San Francisco, California.
Okay. Got it. And you filed how many? You said 15 to 20?
At least I'd have to go to the emails to check the exact number.
Okay. So, and I'm sorry, I don't really understand the tie there. You made 20 plus complaints about a San Francisco
Not about San
housing
Francisco.
and urban development place, and so
Not about-
Tucson Police came and threatened you? How did you tie those two things together?
Okay, it's not about San Francisco. The San Francisco Office of the Housing and Urban Development handles this region of the country of Tucson and other cities and so forth, and I'm required to use that office in order to submit my complaints. And
Okay, fair enough. So they handle the complaints for the Tucson area, but how did you tie your complaint to an officer threatening you?
well,
How are those tied together?
the city official got the officer to act according to his will in order.
How do you know that? How did you figure that out?
I believe there's good indication that's what happened with the circumstances of the situation.
Sure. What are the circumstances or the indication that you're talking about? Those sound like two separate things to me. What indications or circumstances did you have?
The guy is most likely under investigation right now, and these complaints look like they're starting to bite because this thing with me being arrested just happened out of the blue.
So are you just linking them together because of the timing of your complaints and your arrest, or because
I'm not very very articulate. And somebody else would have to look and examine that, but that's what I believe. It's a city of Tucson. It's the city of Tucson Housing and Community Development, and then the city of Tucson Police Department. They're two different entities, but they're trying to protect one of the other entities from litigation, I think, and criminal investigations and so forth. That's what it looks like.
Okay, gotcha. And then, let me see. Who lied against you to get a court injunction against you?
Okay, let me put my glasses on here. And I'll look at the paperwork. It's Jeffrey Edward Chavez, 8/20/1982. Matthew James, 5/22/1970. Christina Villa, 5/17/1985. Michael.
Hold on a minute. I can't read that fast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All of these people filed for an injunction against you?
It's just one injunction with these 10 people listed on there.
Okay, and what type of injunction is it? An injunction?
It's an injunction against workplace harassment.
Okay, hold on a second. And are these people that are these people that you worked with?
I've never
before
worked.
you got arrested?
I've never worked with any of these people. These people work with the city of Tucson. I'm not an employee of the city of Tucson. I never worked for the city of Tucson.
Okay, so you have a court injunction against the city of Tucson?
No, they've got one against me.
Oh, sorry. The city of Tucson has a court injunction against you?
Correct.
Okay, what is the case number on that?
Case number, it's Charlie 2022 4867.
Okay, Charlie 2022 4867. And what court is that out of?
It looks like the Superior Court, Pima County Superior Court.
Okay, and it says it is a court injunction against workplace harassment?
Injunction against workplace harassment, correct.
Okay, gotcha. And one of the names on there was Matthew James, 5/22/1970?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Can you see who actually filed it? Was it Matthew James, or was it all of them, or who?
They're listed on there. It says authorized agent Jeffrey Edward Chavez. Let me take a
Let's
look.
write that down. Authorized agent
Jeffrey Edward Chavez, 8/20/1982.
8/20/1982.
Correct.
Edward EBWARD.
Correct.
Jeffrey JEFFREY.
Correct.
And then last is Chavez, 8/20/1982.
Correct.
What's his first name, Jeffrey or Edward?
Jeffrey.
Okay, so it's Jeffrey Edward Chavez.
It appears to be Jeffrey's the first name. I don't know for 100%.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and what was the lie? You said that he lied about you. What was the lie?
He said that I threatened to kill him and multiple other people, and that's all I know. That's as far as I know of the details of this.
Okay, gotcha. Take a look at this. Let's see.
And see, I recorded the telephone conversation with Jeffrey Edward Chavez, and he says that I made.
Can you send that to me as well?
What's that, sir?
Can you send that on the link as well, please?
The injunction against harassment?
Well, sure. Actually, if you want to send the injunction against harassment, that would be good. But I was talking about the recorded conversation that showed that you never threatened Jeffrey.
Oh, correct. I'll have to scan this paperwork, and then I'll have to transfer the file off of my cell phone to the computer, and then upload it.
Okay, sure. Yeah. If you want to send me that injunction against harassment, and then also please send me that recorded conversation with Jeffrey that shows you never threatened him. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then let me see. You said you lost your job. Did they give you a reason for why you lost your job?
Just that I wasn't there, and that's their criteria and their protocol is if you don't call in, I think it's just one time or 1 day or 2 days that you miss work that you're fired. Immediately lose your job. And I wasn't able to call in due to this event happening to me because I was in custody.
Okay. They didn't give you a phone call?
Correct.
Did you request one?
I did. Numerous times.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and so let's see here. You said you were illegally arrested. What were the charges on your interim or your petition?
They wouldn't specify at the time of where I was at my office or at the office of where I was working at VXI Global Solutions. They said they would do that later, and they'll get with me later, and they wouldn't provide the warrants. They wouldn't provide the copy of the charges or something from the court, any official paperwork at all, and just arrested me based on this, the word of this Jeffrey Edward Chavez that I supposedly threatened to kill him. And
did you eventually get told your charges or no?
Did I eventually get? I think 8 p.m. I think it was like 8 hours later. I went before a judge, and then I was threats and intimidation. I believe is what it. I don't have that paper directly in front of me.
Okay. What else?
That's it.
Okay. And was that a misdemeanor or a felony arrest?
I don't know if it specified whether it was a felony or a misdemeanor. It didn't really say. I'm not an expert at looking at the paperwork, but it didn't. I looked it over carefully. It didn't really specify.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see.
I would think probably a felony,
Okay.
but I'm not 100% of whether it's either a misdemeanor or a felony. So.
Okay, so let's see. You said the judge ordered you released hours later, and you said they ignored the judge? They didn't release you from jail when they...
That's correct, but that was the Pima County Adult Detention Facility. I don't think the Tucson Police have anything to do with that, or do they?
No.
Okay, that's the Sheriff's Department, I believe. Yeah, they wouldn't release me. The court order said that I should be released, ordered that I should be released immediately, ROR. And then she gave me a court date for sometime in July of 2023. And that paperwork disappeared. I had it in my custody when I was locked in the holding cell.
Okay, so there was a court order that said you should be released immediately, but the Pima County Adult Detention Center did not release you immediately. They did end up giving you a court date for July 2023.
That's correct. They wouldn't oblige and take that court order they just ignored the court order and just continued holding me for another 24 hours.
They held you for 24 hours?
I think it was 24 hours after the court ordered me released. They continued to hold me 24 hours after the judge said I should be released.
Okay, gotcha. Now let's see. Just looking at my notes here.
Can I deal just directly with you? I don't really want to deal with other police. I'm kind of in fear for my life, actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm the only one you're talking to right now, sir.
Okay, could that be maybe continued into the future that I deal with just you?
Well, not necessarily.
Until, something changes, I guess, obviously.
I mean, I'm taking your complaint. Usually, though, the complaints involve multiple...
Okay, I don't know how the process actually entails and so forth.
Okay, so you said that you were then committed to a psychiatric ward for close to a week.
Correct.
What facility was that?
That was Banner. It's that big hospital, the Banner Hospital off of Campbell Avenue.
Okay.
The new facilities that they have are fairly new.
Were you locked in?
I was.
Okay. And then at the end, they gave you no diagnosis, or what did they say?
They said that there's nothing wrong with you, Mr. Jelinski. We apologize for you being held here, but somebody at the Pima County Adult Detention Center, I was having chest pains. They didn't feed me for 2 days. I couldn't get my diabetic medication. I couldn't get my heart medication. And like I said, I didn't eat anything for 2 days. I was made to try to sleep on a cold concrete floor. There was no interaction with the jail staff except when they put you in there. And if they move you to like a different location, then they come back in there. And you have to talk into a video camera built with a microphone and so forth and an intercom system. So I had to...
So hold on, let me pause you for a minute. We'll take you back to the psychiatric ward. Were you forced there? Or
I was.
Who took you there, sir?
The staff at the Pima County Sheriff's Office from the jail took me over there.
Okay, gotcha.
Actually, it was 2 facilities at the same hospital. Two. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What was the other facility?
It's called CRC, and that's
Which one did you first?
okay. CRC.
Okay, gotcha. And then from the CRC, you were transferred over to Banner?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And I understand you already contacted the FBI as well. You were talking about private property. You got your vehicle ticketed and towed. Was that on the December 14th as well?
I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look at the photographs. I'm not sure if it was that day or another day. The police were coming on the property. It illegally ticketed my vehicles. This is private property, and I have
a citation number for me?
A case number on those. I don't think it had a case number. It's just some type of red warning tickets that were taped to the glass of my automobiles.
Okay, so you didn't actually get cited, you just got a warning?
I'm not sure if I can. I don't have to pull the photograph. I'll send you the photographs, and it's got an officer's name on there.
You said it was just a sticker on your windshield?
It was not on the windshield. It was like on the side glass of like the passenger doors and the left side passenger door and the right side passenger door.
You didn't get a citation other than stickers on the window, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I did or they didn't provide any.
Well, a citation would be a piece of paper, not a sticker. Did you get one of those?
No, I didn't get served any of that, no.
Okay, sounds like you probably had an abandoned vehicle or unattended vehicle check sticker or something.
That's
similar.
exactly right. It said unattended vehicle, but this is a parking lot, and I can't physically be there 24 hours, 7 days a week in my automobile. I live inside the apartment, and the parking lot is for the parking the automobiles.
You said that was, you got that sticker while your vehicle was parked in the apartment parking lot?
Correct.
Okay.
And the only way that the officer would come here is at the behest of that city official or other city officials.
What's the name of that officer?
It was listed on there, but I don't. Let me see if I could pull it up on my phone here.
Okay.
While I talk with you, let me go to my gallery here on my phone and.
While you're looking for that, you talked about your civil rights being violated.
Correct.
Was that separate, or is that what you've been talking to me about this whole time?
Yes, my civil rights have been violated due to what they did to me, basically.
What you've been telling me about?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get off my phone to do it because it doesn't want to cooperate here. I've got the...
That's perfectly all right. I think I got the basic information that I needed from you at this point, and then this will be a good phone number to reach you at in the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. And can I just give you my direct line over here as well?
Let me open my screen here on my computer again. It's got that screensaver. I've got to log back in. Where's that here? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, my phone number is 520-837-7706.
And what was the last 4 digits?
7706.
Okay, 7706. Okay, 837-7706.
That's right, 520-837-7706.
How do you spell your first name, sir?
Eli, E-L-I, and my last name is Chan, C-H-A-N. I'm a detective over here in the Office of Professional Standards at the Tucson Police Department. My badge number is 52931. 52931? Yes, sir. And if you would just, get all of that stuff together, the videos and the audio recorded phone call, all the things we've talked about, and any type of evidence that you think would be helpful, and send those to me on the link so I can take a look.
I'll tell you what, I could burn it to DVD and I could drop it by an office. That way, would that be good for you?
Well, I'm not going to be here that much longer tonight, and then it is pretty close to the holidays, so I'm
yeah,
taking
no.
time off.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm not saying that you can't drop it off, but I may not be here, and then you'd have to drop it off to an officer at the window or something during business hours, and I know you don't really want to deal with them. So probably your safest way is just to link it to me electronically. But
Okay.
if, for whatever reason that doesn't work and you want to meet me in the future, I'll be on a little bit of a vacation here.
Oh, I understand.
Coming up, but after I get back, if you can't send it through the link, you could call me and we could arrange if you could meet up there.
Also, in a separate issue, there's another thing that I'd like to file a complaint about, but I know we'll have to do that at another time.
Okay.
Concerns the police as well.
Yeah, and we can do that at a separate time if you'd rather.
Yeah, it's totally separate from this.
What's that?
It's totally separate events. Has nothing to do with this situation.
Okay, I do want to remind you, sir, that, or maybe it's not a reminder, but I want to make sure that you know, my role is to take complaints against members of the Tucson Police Department.
Correct.
And I think it sounded to me like you're aware, but I just wanted to make sure anything that you were telling me about a city official that's not a member of the Tucson Police Department, when you were talking about the jail,
I know.
jail staff, all of those, you'll have to make if you choose to, you'll have to make your complaints against them separately.
Oh,
I don't handle, in this office, I don't handle any criminal complaints.
Okay.
I only handle administrative complaints against our officers. So, for example, if our officers illegally broke into your home or arrested you without probable cause or a warrant or some justification, I do take complaints like that, but I can't take any of the complaints for the jail or...
Oh, I understand. That's a different organization.
Yes, sir. So just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. And then you said you wanted to make a separate complaint at another time?
Correct.
Okay. Let me also give you the main phone number in case I'm not here. Are you ready?
It has to be a direct phone number to like an office. I'll just deal with I can't get anybody at the main number. It's just automated.
That's how you got me. I'm giving you the number that you got me at this time. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
It's 520-791-4426.
Okay, and what's the name of that? I'm sorry.
Generally, you do have. I just want to say, generally, you do have to call that during business hours. Okay.
What is that number now? Which department is that number?
It's the Office of Professional Standards. It's where we take complaints against
Okay,
members.
our Office of Professional Standards. Okay.
520-791-4426.
Okay, I have it.
Okay, but like I said, typically the phone gets answered during business hours on business days. Okay, and occasionally it'll go to voicemail for if somebody is not available at the phone at whatever particular time. Generally we try to answer that phone, but if not and it goes to voicemail, that will get sent over to one of the investigators here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, since you wanted to make that complaint separately from this one, if you could just, whenever you're ready to make that complaint, call on in. And then for this one, if you could gather up all that evidence and send it on a link for me as soon as possible, I'd sure appreciate it.
Okay, I guess that'll have to be a different link, correct?
For this complaint today?
Not for this complaint, but for the one in the future, that'll be a...
If you want to make a complaint and you want that to be on another day, then yes, you'll have to ask for a separate link for evidence for that complaint.
Okay, understood.
Okay. All right, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you today? I know you want to make a complaint in the future, but anything else I can do for you today?
Nothing else as far as I know about. It might come up when I think about something, but not that I'm aware of right now with this complaint.
All right. Well, you take care, sir.
Oh, you too. Thank you very much.